Okay. Oh crap. I think I need to restart the game. Yep, this is a game that doesn't, that's just one thing that the Frostbite has over Unreal, huh? It allows you to change audio sources on the fly. Okay, so I think I fixed everything, including the ability to have different hairstyles. Although I don't know if... Is there any mod or... There's a mod... Okay. Wow. Potentially malicious mod. Okay. Wow, okay. Apparently, Dragon Age Nexus is potentially malicious. Even though I've been there several times and never found anything that was flagged as malware, so... Anyway, maybe tomorrow we'll get the mod and see if we can actually change our character's hairstyle to something neater. I mean, I like our character's hairstyle currently, but... Okay, so do we go left or do we go right? I guess we're already going right, so... We'll go right. Yeah, I got wrapped up in a project again. And since I get focused on things and then I just never... I cannot stop until I'm actually finished with the... or nearly finished with the project. Hello? Goat. We found the goat. Okay, just randomly spawning them behind us. Bad form. Oh, these are actually drakes. So these will probably be able to get scale from. A healing? Thank you. Here's a trick scale. A perfect trick scale.
As you desire.
A pile of Alistair. Okay. Cool. Apparently this is a dead end, so just well we went this way first. But Nora should look properly like the modified look that she's supposed to have. I think the reason why we didn't have the different hairs installed is because we had to. I believe the hair color mod uses an XML file, and the game can only load one XML file at a time in the overrides folder. So you have to merge them all into one, and there's a tool you could use to do that. Hello? Hello? Where'd you come from? Of course, the rogues are some of the squishiest characters in the game, even though it should be the mages. Okay, so what's the damage? Okay, well, we've got the mark of death, which will last 9 more seconds. So that's fun. We got cracked skull. And Lyanna has got a crushed arm. That's new. We'll uncrush that arm. We need a distillation agent and concentrator. Injury kits require us to have more distillation agents. Okay. I probably should have waited. Clamor charm. I should wait till he looted everyone. Then we can quick save again.
Lovely.
Yeah, another branching path.
I believe we are headed up towards the surface of the mountains.
Thank you. I don't want to do that. Don't want to make progress, but you want to make exploration.
See there? That's a trap.
Excuse me?
Lovely.
Stop! You will go no further!
Oh, is that so?
You have defiled our temple. You have spilled the blood of the faithful and slaughtered our young.
Huh?
No more. You will tell me now, intruder, why you have done all this. Why have you come here?
And for the earnest stick of ashes.
You did this all for an ancient relic. Know this, stranger. The prophet Andraste has overcome death itself, and has returned to her faithful in a form more radiant than you can imagine.
Radiant!
Not even the Tevinter Imperium could hope to slay her now. What hope do you have?
We have not slayed your dead. There was one boy we saw, and he must have run off someplace. And even if he hadn't, we tried to avoid killing him at all costs, because, you know, kids. I'd like to see this a reason, Andraste.
None but the disciples may approach Andraste. She is not ready yet. But when the time is right, she will descend upon the nations in fiery splendor, and all will know her. But perhaps there is a way to make up for your recent transgressions.
Why do you suddenly want to cooperate with me?
It may be because I believe in second chances. All of us stumble through the darkness before being found and shown the light. Perhaps, through Andraste's mercy, her greatest enemy will become her greatest champion.
I'm not sure whether to be flattered at the idea that you consider me her greatest enemy. I mean, I'm not, like, you know, entirely familiar with the faith, but my girlfriend, well, one of my girlfriends, is pretty devout. Say what you had to say.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Father Colgrim. I lead the disciples of Andraste. Atop this mountain lie the remains of the mortal Andraste. The urn is watched by an immortal guardian. He is trapped in the past and refuses to accept the risen Andraste. Now the ashes prevent holy Andraste from fully realizing her new form. They are a remnant of her past incarnation, and she cannot move on as long as they exist.
So what, you want to be tossed about a window?
I speak not of destruction. The beloved needs to reclaim the ashes, to make them her own again. All it would take is a drop of her blood. Blood carries power, strength, knowledge. Through it, all the power that is held in the ashes will be returned to Our Lady.
Why have you not done this, then?
The Guardian has foiled all our attempts to reach the urn. He keeps what power remains from the true Andraste. He knows the disciples, and we cannot touch him, for he draws his strength from the ashes themselves. But you could deliver Our Lady what is rightfully hers.
What is this talk of blood and power? And he thinks Andraste is reborn.
It is preposterous. I do not like this.
There is nothing but madness in his words. He is a fanatic, and a dangerous one. Be warned, he means to lead you astray.
The reward
Oh,
for
shit.
performing such a service would be great, indeed.
Makes you think I can do this?
Many have been led here, but only you had the fortitude and skill to survive the temple. You were led here by Andraste's hand to do her work. The task is simple. I give you a vial of the holy Andraste's blood, and you empty the vial into the ashes. Whatever magic was held in the ashes will be undone, and our great lady will be freed from the shackles of her past life. Once that is done, you will have earned your place as our honored sister.
I need the ashes to cure a sick man.
You only need a small pinch for that. The rest of the power contained in the ashes must be returned to Andraste.
Putting blood in the ashes sounds like a bad idea.
Rewards will be great. You will share in Andraste's power and be blessed as one of her own.
I'm sorry, but I can't do what you want.
Then we cannot allow you to leave here.
Oh.
To arms, my brethren! Andraste will grant us victory!
What the frig? Kidding me! Go screw yourself, asshole! Don't give me a frickin' terrible battle!
Stop! You will go no further!
Decide if you want to live.
Righteous do not fear death. You have defiled our no more! You will tell me now, intruder, why you have done all this. Why have you come here? You... Not even the Tevinter Imperium could hope... They are still within this temple. But why do we need ashes when we serve the risen Andraste in all her glory?
The ashes are such disdain.
What are they but the remains of a mortal woman?
They're not magical?
They have nothing compared to the power we draw from the living Andraste.
See, it's Resident
None
Andraste.
But perhaps there is a way to make up for your
Not
research.
doing anything
It
great.
will not hurt to listen to what he has to say. I, for one, do not look forward to fighting my way through more of these... people. Come. Be reasonable.
Well, the murderers are taking to let down our guard.
Better safe than sorry, I presume. I suppose such truisms cannot be argued with.
If you will not repent, then you will die. To arms, my brethren! Andraste will
Okay.
grant us victory!
Okay. You okay?
Oh, look! My bruises form a pretty pattern.
What the heck did she say? Kinda cute saying it, whatever it was, but... Your skull's a little cracked here. There you go. This actually takes us into the temple proper, continuation of the temple proper, so we actually kind of needed to go. Yep, okay.
Well, all right.
Oh yeah, now I remember who Andraste was. Not the historical Andraste, the kind of the Andraste he's referring to. The one who may or may not actually be Andraste. That probably isn't. I could skip through like a similar dialogue tree to what I had, but
See there? That's a trap.
oh, screw yourself!
As you say.
I shall.
That triggered them. Here. Frickin' hell! How are they able to kill us in one frickin' hit? Are you frickin' kidding me? I think I've reached the point where I'm gonna frickin' need cheat codes. I hate cheating. I like to think that I've moved past cheating. But then games throw this at me at the easiest frickin' difficulty. What the hell? Oh! Yeah, she still can't equip the damn... Of course she can't! Because it requires like one more dexterity that I've given her.
Why, they're all so eager.
Can you get the aggro after we're a certain distance away from them? Okay.
Dear me, what's all the buzz? Now we should go back. I am your
Well, Morgan's dead.
defend yourself. Enough. And so I
Okay, we didn't have to cheat yet.
Lovely.
Apparently we're still in combat somehow. Okay, we just need to revive Morgan. Okay. Tend to her wounds. Everyone's getting cracked skull.
I would watch out were I you.
Imagine we just had to divide and conquer and kind of back up a bit to make sure that our squishiest party members, which are for some reason dragon eggs that we can't do anything with.
You forced our hand. Forget it all. Come and get it.
Hello? Of course the assassin there. That's fine.
Make it brave. Well, all right.
Okay, Dragon Age has the shield and the amulet inside it. Not what I was expecting.
course.
Didn't actually lead us to the surface at all, so weird. Morgan has a terrible sense of direction confirmed. But it's to multiple deaths. I also downloaded a mod that has a bunch of like optimized and improved textures. Andraste, I presume? Or this game is being saved.
They say music soothes the savage beast, but I'm not going to test that theory.
Is this an optional boss? I have. I think it landed over that way. A ruined temple. Well, this leads us back into a... talk to what it knows about the cultists who seem to think that Andraste is a dragon. Well, we don't really know that, but yeah, but...
You're back. Have you reached the urn?
There are people in the giant in there making things difficult.
I am glad to see you are safe. Are there many of them?
Yes, well, you'll be all right.
I think so. I haven't seen sign of anyone. You must be keeping them busy. If I hear anything strange, I'll be sure to hide.
It's got something with you.
Did you discover something fascinating within the temple?
You know anything about Wraith protecting the ashes?
There was a passage in one of the books I read. How some of Andraste's followers gave their lives to the fire to become her eternal guardians. Isn't that beautiful?
Self-immolation, beautiful. Don't really see it.
Well, I think their devotion to our Andraste is beautiful. We should respect them for their sacrifice.
Is there anything else you wanted to speak to me about?
I should go. is the one up this way? Yep. There's the dragon. Oh, the gauntlet. Remember this being a little annoying. Like, I made you cancel the walkthrough for this.
Well, all right.
Andraste's arrows. And we're gonna need to frickin' I should probably have kept that. There's more than one. Where is Liliana's dexterity at? Yeah, she's one dexterity short. dang it. And not really close to leveling up again. Although she's a level behind all of us for some reason. Weird. And we didn't take her long for Ostagar, so... Take care, Torpig. Guardian?
I bid you welcome, Pilgrim.
Here for the Iron Sacred Ashes.
You have come to honor Andraste, and you shall, if you prove yourself worthy.
I need the ashes to cure, nobleman.
Still, you must prove yourself worthy. It is not my place to decide your worthiness. The gauntlet does that. If you are found worthy, you will see the urn and be allowed to take a small pinch of the ashes for yourself. If not...
What is the gauntlet?
The gauntlet tells the true pilgrims from the false. You will undergo 4 tests of faith, and we shall see how your soul fares.
Tell me anything about this gauntlet?
You will understand what it is when you face it.
Very well, I'll enter this gauntlet.
Before you go, there is something I must ask. I see that the path that led you here was not easy. There is suffering in your past. Your suffering, and the suffering of others. Tamlin was one of your tribe, a blood brother. You left him in the ruins, left him to his fate. Tell me, Pilgrim, did you fail Tamlin?
It was his own fault for touching strange things.
Then you do not dwell on past mistakes. Neither yours, nor someone else's.
One wonders what this Guardian's purpose is. Be wary of his traps.
It is sometimes difficult to see how our actions affect an outcome. But that does not mean our actions had no effect.
What's past is past. Why bring it up and open old wounds?
And what of those that follow you?
Ask your question, Guardian. I am ready.
You are ever the advisor, ready with a word of wisdom. Do you wonder if you spout only platitudes, burned into your mind in the distant past? Perhaps you are only a tool, used to spread the word of the Circle and the Chantry. Does doubt ever chip away at your truths?
You frame the statement in the form of a question, yet you already know our answers. There is no sense in hiding, is there? Yes, I do doubt at times. Only the fool is completely certain of himself.
And you? Why do you say the Maker speaks to you, when all know that the Maker has left? He spoke only to Andraste. Do you believe yourself her equal?
I never said that.
In Orlais, you were someone. In Lothering, you feared you would lose yourself, become a drab sister, and disappear. When your brothers and sisters of the cloister criticized you for what you professed, you were hurt, but you also reveled in it. It made you special. You enjoyed the attention, even if it was negative.
You're saying that I made it up for the attention? I did not. I know what I believe.
And you, Morrigan, Flemeth's daughter, what?
Begone, spirit. I will not play your games.
I will respect your wishes. The way is open. Good luck, and may you find what you seek.
Oh. Hard to save here. I think there's one part that requires you to move every character in your party individually, which is dumb and stupid, and I hate it. I can't for life me remember how I'm supposed to do that.
Whispers of things yet to come. Thought's strange sister dwells in night, is swept away by dawning light. Of what do I speak?
Huh? Could you repeat that? Indigestion, obviously.
Echoes from a shadow realm. Whispers of things yet to come. Thought's strange sister dwells in night, is swept away by dawning light. Of what do I speak?
Moon?
That is not of what I speak.
Oh god. Hydrate. If we get them wrong, we are punished.
The smallest lark could carry it, while a strong man might not. Of what do I speak?
A coconut! But is it a laden swallow or an African swallow?
The smallest lark could carry it, while a strong man might not. Of what do I speak?
It's probably a tune. Because a strong man can carry a plague. Oh, they are a songbird. Okay. Tune.
Yes, I was Andraste's dearest friend in childhood, and always we would sing. She celebrated the beauty of life, and all who heard her would be filled with joy. They say the Maker himself was moved by Andraste's song, and then she sang no more of simple things.
I'd neither a guest nor a trespasser be. In this place I belong, that belongs also to me. Of what do I speak?
Home?
I'd neither a guest nor a trespasser be. In this place I belong, that belongs also to me.
Obviously,
Of what do I speak? It was my dream for the people to have a home of their own, where we would have no masters but ourselves. The enemy of my enemy is my friend, and thus we followed Andraste against the Imperium. But she was betrayed, and so were we.
And so I shall.
Sorry, wrong, but F5, not 5.
An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth.
The debt of blood must be paid in full. Of what do I speak?
Vengeance?
Yes, my husband Hysarian would have chosen a quick death for Andraste. I made him swear that she would die publicly with her war leaders, that all would know the Imperium's strength. I am justice. I am vengeance. Blood can only be repaid in blood.
Kind of weird. If the answer to the first one was dream, because dreams are not necessarily washed away by the morning light. I mean, neither is the moon. We're running out of health pulses. Damn, I have to actually have Morgan craft some after all.
The bones of the world stretch towards the sky's embrace, veiled in white, like a bride greeting her groom. Of what do I speak?
The frickin' hell? Sheeple! I need to repeat that.
The bones of the world stretch towards the sky's embrace, veiled in white, like a bride greeting her groom. Of what do I speak?
The mountains? I think the mountains are, yeah, they're veiled in white, like snow. Mountains?
Yes. I carried Andraste's ashes out of Tevinter into the mountains to the east, where she could gaze ever into her Maker's sky. No more fitting a tomb than this could we find.
A poison of the soul, passion's cruel counterpart.
Envy?
From love she grows,
or jealousy?
Till love lies slain. Of what do I speak?
Jealousy.
Yes, jealousy drove me to betrayal. I was the greatest general of the Alamari, but beside her, I was nothing. Hundreds fell before her on bended knee. They loved her, as did the Maker. I loved her too. But what man can compare with a god?
She wields the broken sword and separates true kings from tyrants. Of what do I speak? She wields the broken sword and separates true kings from tyrants. Of what do I speak?
Mercy?
Yes. I could not bear the sight of Andraste's suffering, and mercy bade me end her life. I am the penitent sinner, who shows compassion as he hopes compassion will be shown to him.
The close thing to...
No man has seen it, but all men know it. Lighter than air, sharper than any sword. Comes from nothing, but will fell the strongest armies. Of what do I speak?
Faith? Of hunger?
Yes. Hunger was the weapon used against the wicked men of the Tevinter Imperium. The Maker kindled the sun's flame, scorching the land. Their crops failed, and their armies could not march. Then he opened the heavens and bade the waters flow, and washed away their filth. I am Cather, disciple of Andraste and commander of her armies. I saw these things done, and knew the Makers smiled on us.
Well, I've heard of what sieges actually are. When I think of siege, I think of siege hammers, which are like designed to like batter down doors. But I believe the actual point of a siege is to surround a city or town or what have you with an army, so that nothing can get in or out. And then, if they can't actually break through the army, there's no trade, there's no goods going in and out. The only food they have is the food that maybe gets grown inside the city. So, yeah. And basically they're starving the people inside out. If I recall my... I don't know where I've heard about it being described, but...
It's so cold here, sister. Do you feel it? The chill eats at my bones.
What trickery is this?
You think this cannot be Tamlin? Tamlin is gone. He is only footsteps in the dust. I am Tamlin, and yet I am not. I am part of the Gauntlet, and part of you.
I'm gonna tell him we'll never come back.
What happened in those ruins holds no power over you. You have accepted it, and moved on. You have remained strong, just like our ancestors, determined to forge their own path. Take this. It is nothing compared to the crafts of our fathers, but it should serve you well. I wish you well, my friend. We will not meet again.
Items were saved. It's not actually tell us what the items are. I'm assuming that was the heirloom, or the reflection might be. Restriction Blood Mage? Okay. That's the... It's just a regular silver ring. Okay, stay by yourself. So we're fighting ourselves. Mirror match.
Now this should be amusing.
Hit the animation first. Stop hitting yourself, Lynn. Stop hitting yourself. That reminds me. In the original Mortal Kombat, there was like 3 trials, which were obviously like meant to reflect the way the final stages of the game. So there was face your enemy, which would be like the endurance match, where you fight 2 enemies in a row. Then face yourself, which would be the mirror match. Then there was face your worst fear, which really isn't part of the game, but they have to make it free things, I guess. But like, face yourself was like Liu Kang wandering around and saying, you can see my soul, or take my, yeah, you can see my soul, but you don't own it, I think is what he said. And the whole idea is that like, Shang Tsung can morph into people whose souls he's absorbed. Which really isn't true in the game at all. I think it just morph into anyone. So like, the truth of it is obviously that they didn't have the budget to like do actually do that kind of thing. Actually, maybe with Jet Li called the one that actually kind of did that sort of thing. I loved her feature. She loved the maker. Faith, so should we have faith in our friends?
I suspect we'll have to work together to get across.
Yep, here's the one where we had to frickin' take control of everyone individually, and have them stop in a location? I have no idea how to do that. Move freely. Okay, so let's hope that we can use the H button to hold position.
What good is an incorporeal bridge? Are we supposed to imagine ourselves on the other side?
This might be trickier on console.
These are like stepping stones, aren't they? We have to take them one at a time to get across.
Okay. Yeah, so we'll go hold position. We're holding position. Then we need to take her and find a way to get to the. So now we need to hope that we're holding possession. Are we... Okay. Okay, we're all... I think Liana can move? Okay. I think that is these two? I'm gonna assume. I'm gonna have to assume, because I no freaking clue. We'll save the game, just to... Okay. Because I think the trick is that somebody will activate one, someone will activate two, and once you get overlap, it will activate. I'm pretty sure that she's not. Okay, good. Okay, so this activates that one.
Hey.
Okay, what the hell? Wait, what? What? We need to find another one that activates too. That one.
I am listening.
Are you kidding me? Do I need to like just frickin' plan this entire thing out before we frickin'... So this one is also as that. Okay. So can we safely move Liana when... Uh-huh.
Magic?
That's a universal toggle. Cool. It wasn't as hard as I thought it was. I just had to figure out how to get the whole position thing working. And then... You know, at least it is somewhat possible to use. I mean, you have to use quick saves, but to get like, you know, kind of a little bit of trial and error. Okay. Altar is a little more than a dusty stone slab. You make out an inscription carved into its face. Cast up a trapeze of worldly life and cloak yourself in the goodness of spirit, king and slave, one and beggar, be born anew in the Maker's sight. Oh, remove equipment. Gotta be naked as babes. But we're too modest to remove our underwear, so we're all gonna get completely burned. Jane?
You have been through the trials of the gauntlet.
Okay.
You have walked the path of Andraste.
Perv.
And like her, you have been cleansed. You have proven yourself worthy, pilgrim. Approach the sacred ashes.
I guess we're... But the corpse over there that we can loot. We see shadings! We gotta cut the shadings! Why can't we collect the shadings? Oh, well, rust texture.
I never lay my eyes on the urn of sacred ashes. I have no words to express.
I stand in awe. Really?
I could not have asked for a greater honor than to be here. I will never forget this feeling.
These are early remains of Andraste, prophet of the Bride of Maker. We have no option to take the entire urn. Take a pinch of the ashes. I believe if we try to taint the ashes of the blood, Liliana would attack us. This is like the one way she could end up being killed, because we had to fight her. Although it's possible that we probably could have taken anything with us. Gold demon pendant. A gift for Morgan.
And so I shall.
Sometimes you have to fight the dragon on our way out. Dragon's up there. We can cook on the dragon. So I think this is a super optional boss fight. Like, if we try to attack the dragon from over here, it would end up probably with an arrow with long range. We make Mother very angry. We do not wish to do that. had enough trouble fighting your kids. I wonder if that was the children that they said we slaughtered. Yeah, I imagine that maybe the children that he claimed we slaughtered. The drakes and dragonlings. In our defense, we were defending. Can't we ever find peaceful dragons? There's probably a shortcut we could use, but whatever. Take it to scenic route. There might be a loot we missed. Probably not where usually very thorough, but still, you know.
Welcome back. You were gone for quite some time. Well, did you find it?
A patch of ashes.
Is that? There's some dust on. No, that's not dust. Oh, Maker, I'm not worthy to look upon. What was it like, coming to the urn, I mean?
Well, there were some tests.
Tests? Interesting. Very interesting. Perhaps my research will not seem so much like blasphemy to the Chantry now. We must organize an expedition. There is so much history here, it must be studied. And pilgrims should be allowed to come to the urn.
They will try to exploit this discovery.
But the urn belongs to all the faithful. How can you deny this to them? No, we must share it.
I agree. We cannot withhold this from others. It is not our place.
You have noble intentions, Brother Genitivi. But can you say the same of your brethren in the Chantry?
Yes, share it. Spread the word and more will come under the Chantry's power. Is this not what you want?
I will spread this good news or die trying.
Something bad comes of it, it's your fault.
I must return home. I have much to do. If you ever find yourself in Denerim, please visit me. I am not a rich man, but I have a small collection of interesting artifacts, and I do owe you a reward for coming to my rescue. I hope to see you soon, my friend.
Morgan doesn't disapprove. That's all. That's the best we can hope for. Hey, rabbit. Yeah. I'd say, like, no offense to dog lovers, but I don't find probably the vast majority of dogs to be visually appealing. Least of all, Mabari. Like, his animations are kind of cute, but also dogs are very loud and I mean, this is a tolerable volume level, but like actual dogs are very loud. Like I would want a dog who is very particularly trained not to bark at anything. And ethically so. Like not like shock collar training, unless that's like just completely unavoidable. Like, if a dog can be trained to, like, just kind of, moderate their volume of their barks, and also to not, like, get up in my personal space. Because, like, a friend's dog, I don't think they, I think they no longer have that particular dog, but when I came, I think also my grandmother's dog, a couple times I came to visit them, like, are just really energetic and just have to get up on you and lick you and get in your face, and it's like, okay, like, boundaries! I need a dog that can respect boundaries. So we're gonna end up with a girlfriend that has a dog.
What say you?
Is there anyone like that?
Not everyone, but a beautiful woman like yourself. Why not? I'm sure you draw many stares from men and even other women. Does this bother you?
Not really, no. I mean, you're not my type, by the way, but...
But you would prefer I desisted, perhaps. It would be difficult traveling as we do in close proximity, but I am nothing if not a gentleman.
I don't mind leering, but I prefer it not happen amongst allies.
Your wish is my command. Now that that is out of the way, shall we move on? With my eyes fastened elsewhere, I assure you.
He disapproves. I'm sorry. I'm gay. Okay. why am I gay?
What say you?
Mostly because, I'm using thoughts I've had. Like, basically, as a non-binary person, how could I possibly be straight? Which leads me to, consider what would constitute the opposite of, like, either non-binary or pangender in specific. So, like, the weird thing is, I suppose if I were, like, pansexual, or bisexual, like, and typically attracted exclusively to cisgender men and women, I would perhaps technically be straight. Like, if you consider cisgender to be the opposite of non-binary, then I would be straight. But I am attracted exclusively to women and women adjacent entities. Women adjacent entities. Okay. So I could not qualify as straight in that regard. The other way would be if I, with regard to my pangender identity, if I were attracted exclusively to agendered people. Or agendered individuals. Whatever. Which I'm not as such. Like, not exclusively, for sure. Like, I could be in a relationship with someone who considers themselves agender, as so long as they're, one, aesthetically female adjacent, and two, not bothered by the fact that that's what I'm attracted to. At least physically. Can I answer some questions?
By all means.
Why did you want to lead the crows exactly?
Well now, I imagine that's a very fair question. Being an assassin after all is a living, at least as far as such things go. I was simply never given the opportunity to choose another way. So if that choice presents itself, why should I not seize upon it?
But what would you rather do?
Now that you mention it, I am not entirely certain. I was but a boy of 7 when I was purchased. For 3 sovereigns, I'm told. Which is a good price, considering I was all ribs and bone and didn't know the pommel of a dagger from the pointy end. The crows buy all their assassins that way. Buy them young, raise them to know nothing else but murder. And if you do poorly in your training, you die.
And if you die, you die. Yeah, that sounds awful.
Oh, I don't know about that. The crows who are actually good enough to survive come to enjoy some of the benefits. In Antiva, being a crow gets you respect. It gets you wealth. It gets you women. And men. Or whatever it is you might fancy. But that does not mean doing what is expected of you always. And it means being expendable. It's a cage, if a gilded cage. Pretty, but confining.
I think I understand.
As for what I'll do in the future, presuming that there is one, I truly can't imagine. It might be interesting to go into business for myself, for a change. Far away from Antiva, of course. For now, naturally, I go where you go.
I'm happy to have you along.
And here I am, happy to be had. Isn't it wonderful how things work out that way? Come now, enough chit-chat. Talking about the crows summons them, you know. Any Antivan fishwife could tell you so.
Do you remember our discussion?
My memory's really that bad.
Of course not. It was perhaps a clumsy way of starting a conversation. I just wanted to tell you that I thought about what you told me, and you were right. Despite what Marjolaine says, I am not like her. I know that now. I have found peace in knowing the Maker, and nothing will change that. I followed you to make the world a better place, and as long as I keep that in mind, I will not fall. Sometimes, it takes another to show us the truths we hide from ourselves.
So do I get a reward? Let's buy a break. I wait to use the mouse button.
Maybe. You'll just have to wait and see, won't you?
Oh, did I? There we go. There it is. Sorry, I need to move. Have a smooth transition. Okay. It's nowhere near as easy as Morgan, but worth it.
Something on your mind?
I have some questions.
Of course.
Could you please get rid of the how handsome response? We don't swing that way. That's why I feel like some games need to just have you establish your sexual orientation. Like, to both unlock dialogue options to shoot people down who hit on you, and to eliminate dialogue options that might be intrusive for their inclusion because we don't sing that way. Tell me about the Grey Wardens.
Such as they are.
Where are the nearest Grey Wardens from here?
That's a good question. There's plenty in Orlais, but who knows where they might be found. And the nearest Orlesian city is weeks away. If we go north and cross the sea, there's bound to be some in the Free Marches. Again, however, I just don't know where. I don't know anything about Grey Wardens in other lands.
Is there headquarters somewhere?
Here in Ferelden, there's our compound in Denerim at the palace, but that's it. Loghain will have control over that and be watching it, no doubt. Beyond that, the only place I know of is Weishaupt Fortress. That's the headquarters of all Grey Wardens in the Anderfells, 1,000 miles from here. But I've no idea how to even contact them. So unless we try to get back to the compound in Denerim, I suppose the answer is no. There's nowhere for us to go.
You start rebuilding it. Oh, there's a flash of lightning.
I mean, eventually we would have to use the joining to make more Grey Wardens, right? But I don't know how to do the joining, or what's involved. I know it involves Lyrium and some other magic, and that it's really difficult to prepare, but that's it. Unless we can find out more about the joining, I guess we better get used to the idea that there might only be 2 of us for now. Until more come from elsewhere.
What has that there's just 2 of us?
I imagine that eventually the Grey Wardens outside of Ferelden will wonder what's happened. Why there's no contact from Duncan or someone. They'll send someone eventually. Though who knows what Loghain's people in Denerim will tell them. Maybe they won't send anyone. We could try to contact them. But that would mean leaving Ferelden, and even if we did, they couldn't come back with us in time to stop the Blight. So that means whatever happens, it's up to us.
What happened if we just left?
Just left? You mean just left Ferelden? I don't know. If there's an archdemon, however,
we're supposed to be the only ones who can defeat it. And that means the Blight would grow unchecked. Eventually, other Grey Wardens in Orlais and other lands would hear about it, and they would come to fight it, but they wouldn't come in time to save Ferelden. There's no way. I'm not going anywhere.
No,
about the Grey Wardens, anyhow. Fair enough. Something on your mind?
Never mind. Ah! I'm trying to stir up her skirt. Mouse hand. What's with the heavy sighs?
Oh, that. Merely reflecting on the hopeless nature of the task in front of it. The most likely outcome is that it and its companions will become a stain on some rock for the Darkspawn to tread upon. I shall be moved to a single tear by the tragedy.
I'll be right next to your stain?
I think not. I am made of pure rock, skin to core. At best, I can become a pile of dust, but a smear I will definitely not leave behind. That's for softer, squishier things like itself and its friends. What's that? Did it hear flapping wings? There may be pigeons nearby. We should be alert.
Of course he disapproves. Hey, Stan.
Yes.
I have a question.
I am hardly surprised.
Actually, never mind.
Very well.
This doesn't mean mansion.
Speak then.
That's enough for now.
Then I suggest we move on.
I should go.
As you wish.
Rex. Shepard. I don't think that Morgan has anything new to say either. But we can kiss her though.
We're in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any.
Care to join me in my tent?
Perhaps. Shall I consult my capricious nature and divine an answer for you?
Could you? Too kind of you.
I am to be indulged. How exciting. Let me think. Very well. It shall be as you wish. Voracious as your appetite may be.
If there's anything I can do for you, please tell me.
What's your story exactly?
I suppose since you told me about you being a Grey Warden, it's only fitting for me to be as open. I am originally from Orzammar, the famed dwarven city that lies beneath the stately Frostback Mountains. I was a merchant there too, merchant caste. These things are in the blood, you know. You can't just leave them behind. I ran a fairly successful business. Rare artifacts, you know. Old things, grand things. The nobles loved them. Reminded them of the lost glory days, I suppose.
Lost glory?
Our kingdoms once spanned the length of Thados, from majestic Orzammar to Kal Sharok to glittering Darmalin far to the west. They say the gold and silver veins ran so thick through the stone of Darmalin that the entire city sparkled. The Darkspawn took it all, of course. One by one, the old Tigers fell, and then all that was left was Orzammar. But we were talking about how I ended up here, weren't we? One day, a noble woman came to my store. She looked around for a bit, and then started shrieking in dismay. Apparently, she believed that a pair of braces I had for sale once belonged to her brother. He'd been lost in a cave-in, you see, while on an expedition to clear out the Darkspawn from one of the tunnels running close to the city. They were made specially for him. They're unique, she shrieked. He stole them from my poor brother's corpse. She had me arrested on the spot, of course. Nobles, they're touchy like that.
I can't understand why she was upset.
Well, I didn't steal them. You see, I'd been paying these castless thugs to venture out into the deep roads for me. The lost tigers. They're full of things that people left behind. Sometimes you can find a treasure. Something worth a little gold.
I see.
The noblewoman, she wasn't too happy with the theft of her brother's braces. I don't know what they planned for me, and I didn't want to find out. Bribed the guard that was watching me and took off for the surface first opportunity I got. Never looked back.
Fascinating story. Thank you.
You're quite welcome. Now, is there anything the boy or I can get you?
You heard any rumors?
The dark spawn have attacked Lothering. I don't think everyone even had fled by the time they came either. Word has it they swarmed the entire area, making off with prisoners and burning down the buildings. And then they were gone. Just as quick. I wonder if there's anyone left. I heard some chanters were going to head down south, maybe to try to find some survivors. I'm not holding out hope myself. That's what I've heard on the road anyhow. Take it for what it is.
Heard any other rumors?
I heard a story today. Bangrain put her own fields to the torch, rather than let Loghain's men feed off them. 3 of them died in the flames. Some of the soldiers got angry and chased the woman down in her own manner, putting a sword through her. Without permission, is the excuse we're told. Loghain killed Grain's husband at Winter's Breath. She had a right to do with her crop as she pleased. This is still for Eldon, isn't it? A freeholder answers to no one. That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow. Take it for what it is.
You didn't mention your son in your tale.
Ah, yes. I'm married to a fine woman back in Denerim, it's true. She'd give me a son if she could, but that's not likely to ever be. Sandal here. I found him in the deep roads years ago. Abandoned, I think, and he was never quite right in the head. I took him in, and I brought him with me when I came here to the surface. He may not be my blood, true, but I think of him as one.
We left Orzammar.
That's right, boy. Maybe one day we'll see it again.
Generous of you.
It's not as if I don't benefit, mind you. Turns out the boy's a natural working with enchantments. He might have even been...
Enchantments!
I never thought of that before, to be honest. Happens sometimes. He can work an enchantment into just about anything, however, given some time. Could probably open his own shop, if he knew how.
Enchantment.
Well, he does seem to enjoy it, at least.
Let me see your wares.
I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
Now we can... Oh, that's actually to summon the High Dragon. Cool. So if we wanted to fight the super optional boss. Well, it actually requires more strength than he has. That's strength that we have.
If there's anything I can do for you, please, please tell me. I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
I have a ton of money now. About when? It's a minor upgrade. We might be able to get a better one for her at the Emporium, so.
Are you sure I can't interest you in this hat? A pair of earrings, perhaps? A cheese knife? I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
There's a couple straight away from being able to equip those. Wrong direction? Hmm. Okay.
Indeed.
Yes.
Yes.
You haven't cleaned up the bones yet? The cardboard cunning we have.
You return. Might you have news?
Found the urn.
You have? Wonderful. Let us go at once to Eamon's side and see if the urn's healing powers live up to their reputation.
Where am I?
Be calm, brother. You have been deathly ill for a very long time. Do you remember nothing?
Tegan? What are you doing here? Where is Isolde?
I am here, my husband.
And Connor? Where is my boy? Where is our son?
He lives, though many others are dead. There is much to tell you, husband.
Dead? Then it was not a dream.
Much has happened since you fell ill, brother. Some of it will not be easy for you to hear.
Then tell me. I wish to hear all of it.
Well, you see, the gods have returned. Oh, wait, that's a different game. See, this is how you handle repeated exposition.
This is most troubling. There is much to be done, that is true. But I should first be thankful to those who have done so much. Grey Warden, you have not only saved my life, but kept my family safe as well. I am in your debt. Will you permit me to offer you a reward for your service?
If you like, I won't object.
Then allow me to declare you and those traveling with you champions of Redcliffe. You will always be a welcome guest within these halls. And for you, Warden, a shield of the same make as those that have been given to our finest knights.
Thank you, Your Grace.
We should speak of Loghain, brother. There is no telling what he will do once he learns of your recovery.
Loghain instigates a civil war even though the Darkspawn are on our very doorstep. Long I have known him. He is a sensible man. One who never desired power.
I was there when he announced he was taking control of the throne, Eamon. He is mad with ambition, I tell you.
Mad indeed. Mad enough to kill Cailan, to attempt to kill myself and destroy my lands. Whatever happened to him, Loghain must be stopped. What's more, we can scarce afford to fight this war to its bitter end.
What are you proposing, then?
We have no time to wage a campaign against him. Someone must surrender if Ferelden is to have any chance at fighting the Darkspawn.
Loghain must capitulate, then.
I agree. Loghain will pay for his heinous crimes, but our armies must be reserved for the Darkspawn, not for each other. I will spread word of Loghain's treachery, both here and against the king. But it will be but a claim made without proof. Those claims will give Loghain's allies pause, but we must combine it with a challenge Loghain cannot ignore. We need someone with a stronger claim to the throne than Loghain's daughter, the Queen.
Are you referring to Alistair, brother? Are you certain?
I would not propose such a thing if we had an alternative, but the unthinkable has occurred.
And to put Alistair forth as a king.
Tegan and I have a claim through marriage, but we would seem opportunists no better than Loghain. Alistair's claim is by blood.
And what about me? Does anyone care what I want?
You have a responsibility, Alistair. Without you, Loghain wins. I would have to support him for the sake of Ferelden. Is that what you want?
But I... No, my lord.
I see only one way to proceed. I will call for a landsmeet, a gathering of all of Ferelden's nobility in the city of Denerim. There, Ferelden can decide who shall rule, one way or another. Then the business of fighting our true foe can begin. What say you to that, my friend? I do not wish to proceed without your blessing.
You think this idea will work?
That depends. If we cannot get a consensus in the landsmeet for Alistair, we cannot afford to oppose Loghain either. Does that mean Loghain could win? A man who killed his own king, who has gone mad with power? Perhaps. We must see that he does not.
What are my options?
You have already found allies, but we need those to fight Darkspawn. I truly believe the landsmeet is our best option. We could attempt to wage a military campaign against Loghain, but even if we win, would we have enough left to defeat the Darkspawn?
No, but neither would Loghain.
Perhaps Loghain gambles on this attitude, that everyone will decide facing the Darkspawn is more vital than facing him, so that he leads us against the Horde.
Stopping Loghain from just attacking Redcliffe.
Why do you think he had me poisoned? He wanted me gone without having to confront me directly. If I call for a landsmeet, refusing the compromise and attacking Redcliffe will only support our accusations. I'm sure he'd rather I died from the poison. Had the demon not interfered, that's exactly what would have happened.
Well, we defeated him in battle.
Unless we convince some of Loghain's allies to abandon him, that's not likely to happen. Our army is not large enough. As a Grey Warden, you may gather allies to you, but we need those forces to face the Darkspawn, not to battle against our own.
Take me proceed your plan.
Very well. I will send out the word. But before we proceed, I believe there is the matter of the mage, my son's tutor. He still lives, I understand.
He does. He is in the dungeon, brother.
Have him brought here, Tegan. I wish to see him. Jowan, what you have done is not in question. You tried to assassinate me and set into motion a series of events that nearly destroyed everything I cherish. What have you to say in your own defense?
Nothing, my lord. other than to say I am sorry. I expect no mercy for what I've done.
I see. Grey Warden, have you anything to say on Jowan's behalf?
He seems earnest in his desire to repent.
Oh? That is unexpected. And what would you have me do? As the injured party, my ability to see the merciful path is strained.
Give him to the Circle of Magi.
True enough, and wisely said. Jowan, I hereby turn you over to the Tower of the Circle of Magi. May the Maker have mercy on your soul.
Thank you, my lord.
Now, back to the matter of the Landsmeet. It will take some time to recall my forces and organize our allies. I would prefer to wait until that is done before calling the Landsmeet. In the meantime, I suggest you pursue the remainder of the Grey Warden treaties. We will need all the allies we can get if we are to defeat the Darkspawn Horde.
We'll still have to wait to do the Landsmeet. Dang it. Let's work on a constitution.
You'll be fighting Darkspawn. You'll be fighting for your lives.
Oh, we got another mob? I have another specialization point? Oh, I can become an assassin too? If we had one other specialization, we probably would be assassin. Maybe. Or ranger, let's see here. I'm not sure we had to buy a book for ranger, or if we could just talk to Zevran to teach us to be a...
What say you?
We teach others to be an assassin.
I suppose the crows are already furious, yes? What harm is another tweak to their nose? If you wish to be trained in the basics of an assassin, I can certainly show you. Or anyone else who is also a rogue. It shall be fun. I will make it fun. I promise.
If there's anything I can do for you, please, please tell me. I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I...
They're 5. More fatigue. This is affection, same thing. This one has more. This has more bonuses to it.
You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed. It's good to have you along on the road.
Well, I was kind of looking for frickin'.
Something you need? I'm sure either my boy or I...
That's the Ranger Manual, which costs us most of what we have right now, so... yeah.
Indeed.
Yes.
Yes.
Not sure when we are able to do the lands meet, if we have to get all of our allies together first, or
Lovely.
there we go. I just bumped Harbor of Diligence. Or I just got it. I think I may have just got it, so.
Certainly.
Okay. Have more random encounters after all. Hello?
You have coin, stranger? With Orzammar closed off, Old Tegra can get you a discount. Fine weapon and arms, dwarven made.
Good kind of, what's going on in Orzammar?
There's two things I'm here for. Travel or trade. Understand?
Well, let's see this discount of yours. These are all, like, kind of... Good day, sir.
Dwarven crafts. Fine dwarven crafts. Direct from Orzammar. Won't find better.
Welcome back. You looking for fine armor?
Hear about trick scales?
Of course.
She's back! She's back! Have you reconsidered? I can make such fine armor with your scales.
How much will it cost?
Cost? I should be paying you, friend, for the right, no, the privilege.
Pay him? No, Wade, no. We'll charge you.
I'll hear nothing of that, Herren. This is my shop, and working on Drake scales won't cost a bloody Orlesian penny.
Hey, 10-type production, make it good and quickly.
Excellent. You won't regret it. Think of the possibilities, Herren. Think of it.
I'm trying to stop.
Good, she's level up. That's good. Well, she's already got all the bard stuff.
I'm bloody working. The scales require all my concentration, you daft fool.
Love letter.
many great tales of lost kings who return to their lands to reign in glory.
I am not lost, nor for that matter, a king. And there's nothing glorious about me.
You are Merrick's son. You are the rightful king of Ferelden.
I am the son of a star-struck maid and an indiscreet man who just happened to be king. Look, I can't be king. Some days I have trouble figuring out which boot goes on which foot.
Complete fools are made leaders of kingdoms all the time. And you're not a complete fool.
What an utter relief.
And don't worry about the boots. Kings don't need to dress themselves. That's what advisors are for, isn't it?
And star-struck maids, apparently.
And so I shall.
Hope it's the full set that we're paying for, not just...
Magic exists to serve man and never...
Strange that matters can be so tumultuous and yet the day still be so bright. Oh, my pardon. Just thinking aloud. Are you here for the Chanters Board?
Who are you?
I am Sister Justine, curator of the reliquary of this chantry. And pride again. It is hard to live up to the example of Andraste.
What the curator do?
The archivist tends the books, and I tend the sacred relics. I also search for more to add to our collection, which is more difficult than it sounds.
I find these scrolls in Tibinta Ruin.
Really? Oh, pardon my incredulity. I would like to examine them in any event.
Careful with them, they seem ancient.
Let me see. The scrolls are old, no question, and the script. It's written in cipher. Early believers used them to keep their writings safe from the Tevinter Magus. These could be authentic. Please, let me examine it.
But some kind of collateral.
If you are a charlatan, may the Maker have mercy upon you. There is avarice in your eyes, but I believe you.
Not avarice, it's just more like,
I can
hey,
give you
practicality.
5 sovereigns. If these prove to be genuine, we can discuss more substantial payment afterwards.
Deal, here you go.
I need parchment, quill, and ink. What was the trick to the cipher again? Ah. I examined your scrolls. I know a few of the early chantry ciphers, but I'm not fully familiar with this one. The bits I have made out. This may be an account of Mafarat's final days, and perhaps more.
And as in the Andraste husband?
I know. It's remarkable. The same Mafrath who betrayed our prophet and saw her burn alive in Minrath Rus. If we could get a real
Minrath Rus?
well, it could be the find of our lifetime.
A copy of the translation?
When I finish decoding it, absolutely. But it will not be easy. It could take months. The ciphers were designed to be difficult for the Magisters to decrypt. Who knows what secrets we can uncover, what truths we can find. Here is all of the allowance I have for acquisitions. Take it and go. 1,000 blessings.
Welcome.
Accursed ones. They shall find no rest in this world or beyond.
I was getting to that part.
What? No mention of dessert? Surely this is a miracle.
All men are the work of our Maker's hand, from the lowest slaves to the highest.
The Maker does not bread sinners.
Dwarven crafts.
The
Fine
magical
dwarven
shop?
crafts. Wrecked from Origin.
There it is. Wonders of Phoenix.
Welcome to the wonders of Thedas. We carry items crafted by the Circle, as well as a variety of antiquities. Is there anything you would like to see?
The only thing that devised Frankel from Alcor is about the Alcor tell you how they're feeling. There's only a Winter's Breath, which is like we don't have that part. Let's look at this. What's that? A game? Ranger Handbook might be worth it for... I'm probably going to the Brazilian outskirts next. But I'll be tomorrow.
It has been some time since I left Lothering. When I stepped out of the cloister, I had no idea where my path would lead. I walked where the Maker led me, and he has rewarded me for my faith. I found you.
Are you saying I'm a gift from the Maker?
Something like that. The Maker wants his children to be happy.
I am the Maker's gift woman. Confirmed.
Capacity for love if he did not intend for us to find it.
Thank the Maker for bringing us together.
You don't know how it makes me feel to hear you say that. But now it's getting late. I think I might turn in early. I can't help thinking about how soft and warm my bedroll is.
You want company?
You're welcome to join me, of course. The Maker says we must share our blessings.
I'm not gonna say no to sharing a blessing.
Good. Now come with me before I lose my patience.
Of course, we do all of this with our underwear on, because of course. Because Fox News. I don't want to upset the people at Fox News, do we? That was kind of awkwardly animated.
Hello.
Good morning, did you sleep well?
I've been up for some time, but yes, I slept very well. I've just been watching you sleep. Did you know your eyelids flutter when you dream? And you have such pretty eyelashes.
It's just my... It's just not my eyelashes that are pretty.
So I hear. I'm so happy, blissful. I haven't slept so well since I was forced to flee from Orlais. Knowing you will be the first thing I see when I wake gives me no small amount of comfort. I feel safe in your arms. Safe, loved and accepted. This is where I belong. Thank you.
I should be the one thanking you.
I suppose I should get up. We have a long day ahead of us.
What's the hurry?
Come on. Darkspawn await with bated breath for you to put them out of their misery.
Ignore the beautiful woman in my bed? I think not.
What are you... Oh, I see. I suppose the Darkspawn will just have to wait a bit longer.
I'm going to look up what the screenshot key for Dragon Age Origins is. Just when I print the key before.
We're in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any. Ah, such a romantic, I see.
We don't get any screenshots from Dragon Age. We'll have some from Brett, so I think. Talk to Alistair and see if he has
something on your mind. Of course.
Why'd you keep your birthright a secret?
You never asked?
Did you not trust me? I thought we were friends.
We are friends. I didn't mean to. It wasn't supposed to. Let me
explain.
The thing is, I'm used to not telling anyone who didn't already know. It was always a secret. Even Duncan was the only Grey Warden who knew. And then after the battle, when I should have told you, I don't know, it seemed like it was too late by then. How do you just tell someone that?
How about, by the way, I'm heir to the throne.
Yes, well, I suppose part of me kind of liked you not knowing.
You enjoyed not telling me.
It's just that anyone who's ever found out has treated me differently afterwards. I was the bastard prince instead of just being Alistair. I know that must sound stupid to you, but I hate that it shaped my entire life. I never wanted it. I certainly don't want to be king. The very idea of it terrifies me.
It sounds incredibly whiny, Alistair. It does, but it sounds very stupid at all.
For all the good it does me, my blood seems certain to haunt me no matter what I do. And now Arleman plans to put me forward as the heir. It never ends, does it? For what it's worth, I'm sorry for not telling you sooner. I guess I was just hoping that you would like me for who I am. It was a dumb thing to do.
Like you for who you are, you're kidding, right? But seriously, I do like you. You're a dear friend.
Oh. You see, I didn't know that. I guess it's kind of a relief that you know now. Let's go.
I think we told them both of those things, but we ended on your dear friend, so.
If there's anything I can do for you, please, please tell me.
Have a pet for a ranger? Assassin's better when paired with Duelist or Bard.
Of course. Good fortune to you and yours.
Goodbye.
It's cheaper, so. We can only select the skill. We are elite. I'm not gonna make poison, so. I'm not sure we're gonna stealth ever. Wait until you level up again to this is our ability, and might just go ahead and do that since we're... Okay. Playing a little later since I don't have to work tomorrow and because I got a late start. We might be doing 2 streams tomorrow. Depends on how things go. There's no lip syncing. That's is Lupit not working properly? Lupit not working properly? Lupit. Let me check Lupit quick. Like obviously the mouth tracking is working, but I don't think voice tracking is working. I cut it enough, and yeah, there's no lip movement, so that's concerning. Let's troubleshoot our lip syncing. Back here. I mean, I might have to. Yep, it's not. Okay, and it should be working again. Yep, it's working again. And we're lip syncing. We're lip syncing. We're lip syncing. Okay. A moment. Okay. So, bunch of things you can do, which will take a second 3 times. Just leave a like, following, or subscribing if you haven't already. You can support us on Patreon. You can check out our socials. You can Twitch subscribe if you want to. You can also dance if you want to. You could leave your friends behind, I think. Can't remember what the lyrics are. Anyway. No matter what you do, I thank you very much for watching. Until next time. Bye-bye.